All right, why don't we bring on at least one of our guests right now, because he's probably, maybe we can even ask him that right out of the jump. But he's a friend of the show. Oh, then the other one's on at the same time. This is incredible. Stop traffic. Well, okay, so now we're gonna have both of them come on here. You guys might know them, or you can find them on a baseball field at Baltimore Orioles. Jordan Westburg and Colton Cowser. Okay, let's bring them on, Brad. There he is. Oh my goodness, both guys. Guys, how we doing?
All right.
What's up, Ryan?
Oh, Cowser, how we doing?
Oh, hold on.
Oh goodness.
You want to see something cool?
Yeah. Oh, you guys are
Always.
Say hi, Colton.
Oh, yes.
Let's go. That's hilarious.
You guys could have just done it together. I mean, hell.
I mean, we got conjoining rooms. We requested that.
Did you really?
Did you?
Yep.
Oh,
Of
that's
course you did.
incredible.
Wow. Okay. Well, hey guys, how was the Kansas City? Seemed fun. Good time. Good place to hit balls into the pond or the fountain. Not a good place to throw them, but overall,
All right.
in all seriousness, how you guys feeling? Late night traveling. What time do you guys get into LA?
7:30. Not too bad.
Yeah, not bad. Time change.
Yeah, the time change helps. I think we, gain a couple hours. I don't know about Cowser, but I woke up at like 7 this morning though, just because of the time change. So I've been up for a while.
I was up at like 7:30, but that doesn't work, so I went back to bed till about 9. So we're up and out now.
Yeah, get your rest. I try to tell people it's fun. You want to be able to explore the cities, but it's really hard when you are traveling quite a bit, and your job is to go out there and produce on the field. So far, so good for you guys, by the way. Proud of you. Whatever you're doing, I keep doing that. I was trying to explain to people when things are going right, you guys, there's nothing really you're trying to figure out. You're just going with the flow. It seems like you guys are riding that wave pretty well.
Yeah, I would say so. Jordan, what do you got?
Yeah, I think we're just having some fun, right? Trying to stay loose, make the most of these opportunities, and enjoying the time that we get on the field together.
Yeah,
you guys just soak it all in. We're actually have a few questions about that in the future. Here's on the other side, because this was the other thing. Now being more on the media side, I try to give more context to what happens and the struggles. Baseball's hard. I think you guys realize baseball's hard. Take a fair guess at that. I think people are starting to realize how hard this game is. You guys, it's now year 1 to year 2 in the bigs. And we just talked about when things are riding, you're having fun, you're enjoying it. Could you guys just try to explain, and maybe I'll hand up. I know the answer, so don't lie to me, Westy or Cowser. You ever taken a fastball down the middle for a strike? 3? You ever done that in your career?
Yeah,
hands up.
Plenty of time.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, I can point to one last year. Then I was really like, what am I doing against the Astros? 3-2 count. I'm hitting 9-hole, and I like, he's probably gonna throw me something, not a fastball here, and lo and behold, right down the middle.
Feels good.
Yeah,
feels good. So I just give the context of it, so we know what's going. When things are going right, you're feeling it out. Can you guys just give context when things are going wrong? What are you thinking? Is it overthinking? Is it that you're fighting yourself? Because I think that's insight I don't think that people fully understand.
I think you just nailed it. I think it's a lot of overthinking and a lot of not trusting your abilities and what got you there. Because it's a lonely place when you start to struggle.
Mm-hmm.
There's nowhere to hide in the big leagues. Like, everybody's rolling out good arms every single day. There's no cheap at bats. You can't give them away. So it's a very lonely place and very tough spot to be in when you're struggling.
Yeah. You feel like you're on an island.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'd agree with that for sure. More of a mental warfare game.
Yeah, and you know what I'll say with that, Colton, I was watching with you because, not to bring up things last year, but that was the thing is I've watched, I feel like I've got a pulse. Colton gotten to meet you more this year, which is great. I think we would have been interesting teammates is what the rumor has it, to say the least. But I understand. I was watching, I'm going, man, like you were taking some pitches too where I went, damn, okay, like that was a pitch I've seen now. You're just smoking. But I think that goes into it. When you're not feeling as comfortable, you're second guessing everything. So I appreciate you guys touching that. Wes, do you have anyone that jumps out in your mind of like, yep, that ticks me off, or there's just too many to count?
Any what? Can you repeat that again?
Any count that you can remember you were thinking different pitch? Yeah, there it is. Oh, we don't have to relive the bad moment.
No, I mean, I can remember an at bat to end the season last year where I swung through 3 straight fastballs. That was pretty frustrating. So,
don't you love it?
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough game.
It's hard, man. You know what? Baseball sucks. It's the best, but it kind of sucks at the same time. All right. Hey, I think that Zach, our other member here, we have a few in studio here, which will go around, but has a question kind of alluding to kind of your guys' little bit of history.
Yeah, appreciate you guys joining the show. First, I think we have to know, was it love at first sight for you guys, or how has the friendship developed throughout the years?
Yeah. We first met summer of 2019.
Yeah.
At the collegiate national team, I guess, camp that summer. The only thing we really had in common, I guess, was both from Texas. And then really got to know each other in 21 instructs. Lockers weren't too far apart. Yeah, just been a great relationship from then on.
Yeah, he made that team. I didn't make the team. That's
I'm glad you're not still thinking about that.
No, yeah, but I'd say we didn't actually play with each other until 22 in Norfolk. Yeah,
last month of the season.
Yeah, last month, got to know each other a little bit better. Didn't get invited to his wedding. Whatever, small wedding. Got him a gift, anyways. Though
that was really kind of you. Yeah,
it was, but much appreciated.
Yeah, honestly, I think we got really close, and then that's the next spring, and then obviously playing with each other for that first half last year, playing a lot of winning baseball with the Tides. Won the first half, had a lot of fun.
So I do have to ask, yesterday in the dugout after you guys went back to back, you then physically went back to back. Was that planned ahead of time of like, if we ever go back to back, we're doing that, or was that in the moment?
That's a James McCann thing, I think.
Yeah, that McCann grabbed you guys.
Yeah,
right?
I remember a time last year, I forget who went back to back, but he did the exact same thing, like grabbed him, manhandled him, and threw him back to back. So I think that's a James McCann celebration, but I missed the forearm pound on Kowser's home run. Yeah. Just completely whipped.
Completely whipped. There's a video. I'm just ready for it, and he's just
I give him a hand slap to the stomach. So when I got into the dugout, he's waiting for me with the forearm again, and I misread it again. Oh. So we get to the end of the dugout.
Westy.
We get to the end of the dugout, and I'm waiting. Like you can see in the video, I'm waiting for the forearm pound, and McCann grabs us and throws us back to back. And then we finally get the forearm pound. So it was a lot, just a lot of miscommunication on my part, not executing well in celebrations.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, we got to work on that. I mean, again, hit more home runs so you can work on the celebrations. I think we can all agree on that. So we got time, but I think, Rock, you got the next question?
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, thanks for joining the show. Jordan, I caught up with you in Sarasota for spring training, and I think I asked you, it was like, the biggest thing you're working on ahead of this season, and you talked about not putting as much pressure on yourself. Colton, I don't know if that was the case for you. I didn't really get to talk to you down there, but something you worked on as well. Maybe that, maybe something else. But for both of you guys, you talk about the pressure, easier said than done to take that pressure off of yourselves at the big leagues. At what point does that pressure go away? And do you guys feel like you're just having fun playing the game?
I guess I'll start first. I don't think the pressure ever goes away. I think pressure is a good thing. I think it means that you're being held to a high standard, and that people expect things out of you, and you expect things out of yourself. So in a way, I think it's a good thing. I think putting too much pressure on yourself can cripple you a little bit. So that was kind of what I was trying to manage in spring training, and especially now that we're in the season, certainly helps that Kowser and I are off to a pretty good start. That helps things when things are going good. But baseball's a humbling sport. Like the bad times are bound to happen and bound to come. So I think just having each other, having a good clubhouse, and relying on your past experiences, knowing that the failures are only temporary and there's light at the end of the tunnel is going to be huge for us.
Yeah. I like to think, that pressure, whenever I came up last year, it was like, it was a new thing. They talk about AAA to big leagues, biggest jump. Not only is it with the quality of stuff you're seeing, but you are experiencing a little bit different pressure than you ever had before. And whenever you let that pressure get to you, it kind of turns into a little bit of anxiety. And then as soon as some self-doubt starts creeping in, and it's an uphill battle. So I think going into this year, it was all about, that pressure will be there, and yeah, you will have a little bit of anxiety, but that, to me, it's just turning that anxiety into your advantage, because it's like, you're going to have that, and that means you care. So I think that not putting too much stock into it and just understanding that it's going to be there, and then just going in there with the most confident version of yourself and understanding, yeah, it is the same game. And then just going out there and playing with the most confidence you can. And I think that helps a lot.
Yeah, it looks like you guys are both doing that for sure. I mean, that's from the fan perspective, from our perspective as well. Looks like you're having a lot of fun playing the game, and that's awesome to see.
Yeah, I think specifically here, where's Lowther at? Come here, Lowther. Heel. Where is he? In the chat. Oh, there. Well, first off, you both are good kids from Zach Lowther. But the thing is, you guys look like you're having fun. Yeah, we had Zach comes on here and he messed around with us last night. But in all seriousness, it's authentic what you guys are doing, but it gives great context. And Westy, you and I talked about it, I think, briefly right before opening day, was you guys were trying to figure out on the fly of how to be big leaguers while also the Orioles are trying to win the American League East. And I think that's the hardest part, is you go from being the guys down there to how can I help this team win, but also like prove to yourself, right? Is that a fair way to assess it? Is it a situation? Prove that you guys know you're capable of being big league players, but realizing how does that fit in? Because now it's not about development anymore at the big league level. It's about like, hey, they got to do what's kind of asked, and whatever's asked is what we have to do.
Right. I think that when you get called up, there's that euphoric feeling, right, of like I made it. Then you soon to realize like it's a different game than in the minor leagues, the game you play. It's all about winning. The focus it has nothing to do with yourself. In the minors, like, yeah, you can focus on winning all you want, but you're ultimately trying to become a big leaguer. When you get up here, you learn that you're going to have a different role. How you fit into that team is what your focus needs to be. It has to become a completely selfless type of play from you, especially when you're young, like a rookie. Like I think I went through that a lot last year. Like that's what I struggled with the most, is just like, man, I'm getting some playing time here and there. I'm coming off the bench, getting some starts. How can I help this team when I do get my opportunity? And when you don't come through, it weighs on you a lot. But this year, I think I have the mindset of like, okay, I'm up here because people think I'm capable of being a big leaguer. Like I'm capable of playing good baseball and helping the team win. And I think that when you can look at it that way, I think that takes a little bit of pressure off yourself too. It allows you to have more fun, and it allows you to just play your role better. Ultimately, when you're not stressing out about every missed scenario or missed fastball down the middle, like you free yourself up a little bit.
Would you agree there, Colton?
Yeah, for sure. I think, Jordan brings up like last year coming up debuting, like I think for me, like something I learned was like, I went from, you're talking about, I came up in the middle of a pennant race.
Yes.
And we had some injuries going on, but, at the time, like I was aware of it, but, in my head, it was like, okay, I'm coming up to play. But then all of a sudden, like, I felt like I played pretty well before All-Star break, but then come back and, there's a righty starting, and I was, on the bench last year coming out of All-Star break. And I think that had that happening kind of, was kind of confusing. But then in the grand scheme of things, you look at it from an outsider looking at it from outside of my perspective. It's like, dude, we're in the middle of a pennant race. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to do whatever I can to help this team win. And whether that's coming off the bench, I'm going to be the best guy in the league off the bench. That's the mindset I've changed into going into this year. Last year, I didn't do a very good job with it. And then, so going into this year, it was like, okay, well, I'm going to dominate the opportunities that I get to get the opportunities that I want. And that's kind of the mindset that going into this year was. And I think that allowed me to kind of free up and allow me to be a lot more confident in myself and do whatever I can to help the team win, especially being on a really good team. And I also think it helps when you have a whole lot of dudes around you playing and balling. And I think understanding that and not putting the whole weight of the world on your shoulders. And I think that helps a lot.
Hell yeah, it does. And I think the hardest thing is when you got to figure out what your role is and you're not playing every day. It's the hardest thing in baseball. It's already hard enough to go out there and hit a baseball consistently. When you got to wait for what that opportunity is and you're sitting for days and you don't know what to do, I think I appreciate you guys giving the context, because we're creatures of habit. We all are, but it's good to get that out there. But like I said, you guys have adjusted well. It's been fun to watch. And I think that's the beauty of it, is people are falling in love with the team because of you guys. You're authentic. Like it's who you are. A couple questions, let you get out of here, enjoy, the weather, and maybe go to the ball field or whatever you got planned here. But I think Zach has another question, because Colton, I think like things around Baltimore have kind of grown, specifically with your nickname.
So Colton,
We
apparently
got the AC going in there.
yeah, apparently it's become a new thing. I don't know if you've seen a lot of mooing going on at the yard, and a lot of cow suits. How has it been over the past few weeks to see you kind of take over as this like fan favorite and everyone's mooing? I saw you say something about, you don't know if it's moos or boos when you're doing bad, so that could be good. But how's it been the past few weeks just seeing all this support, and how, do you like it?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. Sporadically I started seeing a couple cow costumes showing up, and I think that's really cool. Here in Kansas City, actually, there was three guys out in left field rocking some cow suits. That was cool. And even yesterday, after the homer, I heard some moos going on. Yeah, that or they could have been boos, but I think it sounded like moos from my perspective. It was pretty faint.
I was going to say,
I think it's really cool. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's unique, but it kind of leads to the question here. You got the cow costume. Westy, what is your nickname got to be? And Colton, maybe we can think of that. Zach had a meme that we had here, and like, do you have that, Zach?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
Okay. So maybe this is not a good example here, Westy, but we're trying. We're trying here. So we have this thought here, and then we're gonna have one question to close it out for Brad has for you. Are you getting it there, Zach?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up.
It's hard when you're a man in a cow costume.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was kind of working on trying to get the cow costume.
I'm scared for this lead up here.
No,
I'll share a couple of the nicknames that I've made for
please.
Obviously,
Yes.
Westy.
Mm-hmm.
A fun game we did last spring was like rhyming Westy with everything. We're like, pesty Westy, things like that. So you can have fun with that. But also one that I gave him was Burger. That's the Burger. But then that kind of transformed into Berg, and then it was Iceberg. Iceberg.
Well, it's funny you bring that up.
Zach, here it is. Wait,
can we get it up?
Yeah, it's coming.
Oh, goodness gracious. There,
yeah, there it is. What other people are thinking along the lines here. I call them Iceberg or Burger. I think they're good.
Yeah, so that's what we're trying to think, is it'd be great because you kind of have the cow theme. Rocker, you're saying what, cowboys and cow something?
They could do a play off that, yeah, but if they really wanted to.
Cowboys in the Wild West.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cowboys.
Yeah. You guys are both in Texas. Figure something out with that.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys and cow thing would go great if like Gunnar and I can stay strong in this mustache theme.
Dude, the mustache game's strong. By the way,
bring the West, like some Western cowboy, like old movie style back, and you throw the cow man, which is cows are in there. I feel like that can you can run with that a little bit.
The Ravens actually they walked into the stadium with cowboy hats on, so that might be an idea for you guys going forward when you enter a stadium. I don't know, together. Like the suits last year was really cool, so maybe something along those lines. We'll see.
Yeehaw, man! Yeehaw! I like
Yeehaw.
it. We need some Westy creativity for this. So Colton, I'm going to depend on you to let people know. Last question here, and then you guys out of here. And this is obviously one of the more important questions in all of Birdland, Brad. So take it away.
Yeah, I've been tasked with all the important questions. Just ask Seti. He's had a really impressive answer to one of the questions we've had on here. And we've gone down the line and asked David Rubenstein and Uncle Mike a lot of the important questions revolving around condiments on hot dogs. So we wanted to ask you specifically, what is it that goes on your dog?
You're gonna hate my answer.
Oh no, I might love it.
Just ketchup.
Oh
Yes.
no, I don't like it.
It's great,
No.
man. Fantastic.
Don't sleep on the Five Guys hot dog either.
Ooh,
That is
interesting. Never had the Five
Just
Guys
saying.
hot dog.
I've seen him order a hot dog from Five Guys. That is confirmed.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't know that
I didn't
they had
either.
hot
I
dogs.
didn't know
is that a
that.
secret
didn't
menu
drink.
item?
Listen,
They're
I didn't either
elite.
until he ordered it. I think
Elite.
Five Guys, you think burger, fries, milkshake. He went
Yeah,
burger,
sure.
hot dog, fries, milkshake.
The Cajun
Oh.
fries also are a
Wow.
game changer.
I don't know if I got a milkshake that night, but like
Maybe not. But, I mean, burger. Okay, so
What
burger,
cows you're
hot
talking
dog,
about there.
fries. That's a power trio.
Oh wow, that's okay. Well, don't avoid the question now, Westy.
Well,
What do
Yeah,
you got
no,
on
I'm
you?
not avoiding. I'm not avoiding. Ketchup or mustard, maybe both if you're feeling spicy. But
mustard is terrible.
I'm a
Oh
plain
my
guy.
god. Okay.
Oh.
Well, we got a lot of thoughts here about this.
You know
and
what's
this
even
is why.
worse?
I want to
is
hear
honey
'em.
mustard.
Let me hear.
What'd you say? What was the last
You
one?
know what's even worse is honey mustard.
Oh, honey mustard on a hot dog
I'm-
is terrible. No way.
I
So-
disagree with
condiments
everything.
in general.
See, this is so controversial. Look what you guys have done. I eat a plain hot dog to avoid all controversy. So
It's weird.
Yeah, you want to talk about boring, Cole?
Yeah,
You
that's
wanna talk-
tough.
That's worse.
Ryan. I don't know if I can get behind that, dude.
dude,
I also don't know if
cheese.
I also don't know if you know this about Ryan either, but he used to have the skins cut off of his hot dogs.
I was a kid, and I had okay, Westy. Before you give that look, stop it. I almost choked on a dog as a kid, and it was the texture of the skin of the hot dog. Okay, so like, don't.
Yeah,
Hold
take
it
that off.
against
We are
Any way
just
you
as
want.
confused. We're just as confused about it. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
All right,
I
I
mean-
appreciate you guys.
I used to. Nah, never mind.
Nope, say it. You guys say it now.
You have to say it now.
Can't lead in and then not say it.
We can't
Yeah.
leave. We're trying to get you out of here, but you can't leave everyone with a cliffhanger.
When I was growing up, I used to have ranch on everything, and I used to have ranch with my peanut butter and jelly.
Oh my.
Oh my God!
Wow.
No.
Okay, maybe
I
you
want to
should
take
have.
this cow suit off suddenly.
Get them out.
Oh,
Yeah,
Get 'em out.
But I've never done that again. That was from like age like
17.
7. Okay. And for some reason, I only vividly remember doing it a couple times, but
I would think you would vividly remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
I will
You're-
say, out of all of the guys we've had so far, Rubenstein was mustard, Michael Ice was mustard, I think
and
Jim
relish
Palmer-
and relish
and relish. Yeah, if he's
I hope
feeling
they don't
spicy
listen to
too.
this then.
Jim was
But, uh,
ketchup. Jim was ketchup, and now
He was the only other ketchup guy. Yeah.
Yeah, this is perplexing. I'm you know what? Everyone has their choice. It's okay.
Okay, so who do you go for in the hot dog race, though? That's the
Yep.
more important question.
Mustard all day.
Well, Kevin,
Relish.
Kevin,
I'm the
Ketchup.
I'm the relish guy here, so I
Yeah.
have to stand strong for
I
relish.
would never
ketchup
put
every
relish
day.
hot dog, but I'm rooting for him every time he runs.
All right, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it.
hell yeah. You know what we need though? We need a live hot dog race. I mean, the animated's great, but we need people in those costumes. So I was thinking about putting people in those costumes, and we do it. So
I think they had it in Kansas City.
they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, yeah.
people running.
That's why you guys played so motivated there in Kansas City. You were hungry.
They're so advanced there.
Yeah, you guys are good kids. What was I going to say at the end? I got to give a shout out on the way out here, Colton. The guy that pushes the Cowser agenda more than anybody is a guy named Jason Benowitz. I think the moment you got drafted, he was like, "Cowser's my guy. I'm going to move to the moon for him." And he's obviously He's probably watching. And I just got to give him a shout out because through
Friend of the
everything
show.
with you, friend of the show, through everything, he's riding or dying, and I know he's happy to see you balling out.
Yeah, I met Jason. Is that Camden? I forget what it was. It was like the Berlin member something. I think met him, took a picture with him, and I've seen him active on social media. So shout out Jason.
He's active, all right. That's for sure. We'll leave it there.
So am I.
And you are too, Brad. Okay, but you know what?
Yeah.
We're gonna get some Westy. The goals for you guys. I will come bother you in the clubhouse to say what's up. But next we need a Jordan Westburg agenda, Colton. So please, you got yours. We got the Milkman. We need a Stashberg, Iceberg, something to move forward. Stackhouse, someone Stashberg would be electric. Shout out Stackhouse.
We haven't even seen the best mustache on the team yet, so it's right here.
I swear, do not shave that, dude.
Brad
Don't do it.
Brad had a killer one in rehabs, but he shaved it off.
Bradish.
Yeah.
Must be
Brad,
seen.
do not, whatever you're doing, whatever it is, do not do it. You guys, we're superstitious. Be careful, okay? All right, you guys go enjoy. Go play well. If you don't play well, we'll stop rooting for you, right? That's how it works. You don't like the guys anymore.
That's what you should do. If you leave a bad game, just
That's how
whatever.
That's how it should work. Yep.
Yeah, that's how it should.
You guys are good kids. I will never stop rooting for you guys. You guys are great. Enjoy LA. Be safe, and we'll see you back in Baltimore next week, right? Or Friday.
Yep.
Friday.
Sweet.
All right, guys. Jordan Westburg and Colton Kaiser, everybody.
All right.
Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
guys. Appreciate it.
See you guys. Bunch of good kids, man.
That was the funniest thing when the second they got on, it was like it was planned. They're like, wait, hold up.
The
And they
the
both
vibes
joined
were
rooms,
already
yeah.
so high once that happened.
Immediately.